And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk program. We've got three cryptos. They're oracles. And they kind of compete against each other. Chainlink, RedStone, Pyth. And we're going to go over today who's using what, which should I buy, if any. Chainlink is clearly the dominating oracle. Can you make a lot of money on it? Could you make more on Pyth? We got price predictions at the end. I've got 3-level price predictions, high, medium, and low. And we're going to discuss today about those. We don't really talk about oracles on this channel. I have never really done a show on oracles before. So this is a first. 2 kids graduated yesterday, hopefully back to some normality for a bit, says Chini Lee. Very interesting. And Chini Lee looks like she is now a member of the millionaire group. So we'll get her squared away right there. Welcome to the Crypto Hulk Show. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't even know why I'm making this show. I don't know anything about oracles at all. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice or anything. Just look, the only thing we know on this channel is me, Zoltar, Chucky, get high 24/7. Heroin, cocaine, I smoke it, inject it, pill popping parties and stuff. It's amazing. For the past 6 years, I've been in and out of 5,000 drug rehabs. I seriously have a problem. I can't even think. Anything I say, it's all the drugs. So with that, let's start the show. We've got some cryptos here. And we're going to go over, let's see. It's not an article that I have. We have the RedStone website. I want you to take a look at that. Let's take a look here. Okay, on your own, you can scroll through the RedStone website. Just get yourself a little familiar with it. Let me look up something else here. Now we have the Pyth network. Let me do a copy and a paste for you. These are 2 cryptos that are oracles that are providing competition to Chainlink. Chainlink crypto. Here's Chainlink's website. So I gave you all 3. I'm looking through the Pyth one right now. These are very well connected. This Pyth. And let's look at the prices on these. Let's look at CoinGecko. We'll start with the leader, Chainlink. And it's at $8.90. And we'll look up RedStone. RedStone's at 11 cents. Let me do a copy paste. Then lastly, we'll do Pyth. And it's 3 cents, almost 4. Copy and paste there. Right there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over this. And if you have any more particular questions, if you're a Crypto Hulk Millionaire member, or you're still completing your $500 membership, you can give me a call on the phone and we can discuss these more in depth. If you had certain questions I didn't answer during this program, give me a call and we can explain that to you. Dang. TJ Smith robbed a bank, and he's put over 40,000 into crypto in the past 4 days. 40,000 what? You put in 40,000 what? All right. Those are the cryptos there. Let me get into my deep dive here. Let's look. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're going to start with RedStone. RedStone is a professional grade modular blockchain Oracle infrastructure provider specializing in secure and then gas efficient price feeds and data services. RedStone works very much in the DeFi and real world asset tokenization. Now, these cryptos are a little different. They're not directly, they are oracles. You've got a few of them here. There's not that many. And they do have their special niche areas. We're going to read about RedStone first. They are going to take market share away from Chainlink eventually, to where Chainlink probably only will have 60% of the market instead of like, it usually used to be like at 100 and then 90, 80. Now it's about 70-ish maybe, but it's going to go down to 60% because these two are going to go up in price. And later we'll talk about how much they'll be worth. Now, remember, it's all speculative with Grok. Grok could be way, way low or way, way high, or some other crypto can come in here. So things change. Things change in crypto. I was talking to a member on the phone about that the other day. Cryptos that were good a year ago may not be as good today. Remember, you got AI. Now they can incorporate AI into building a better crypto. So a year from now, maybe one of the cryptos you have now, maybe a year from now, it gets taken over. So that's why it's important to stay up on the Crypto Hulk program so we can learn about these things. Now, Chainlink's got some competition, and these two cryptos are moving up. Your biggest one, your youngest one would be your Pyth, and it's 3 cents. You know, you could buy 3 Pyth, 3 to 4 Pyth for every 1 RedStone. But let's get into what is RedStone, who's behind it. It's a pretty solid crypto. It's a wormhole partner too. So it has data services for DeFi and real world asset tokenization. That is the specialty with RedStone. As DeFi and real world asset move up in popularity and real world use case, this is where RedStone increases in value. It's specifically designed for this. Chainlink's not. So there's all good and bad about all these coins, all right? It powers on-chain finance with a strong business-to-business institutional focus. The native RedStone, Red token, is an ERC multi-chain via wormhole. So that would be a crypto right there for you. Let's type in wormhole, although that's not the subject of today's program. Wormhole is a penny, 1.2 cents. That would be a crypto. You might want to consider buying the hell out of it. Let me send you that page right chair. Right chair. Oh, we got Wayne Crypto 101. Oh, this one's nice. Absentee and late fees accrued and paid. Oh my gosh. Nice. Nice. It was the whiskey making my decision that night, says TJ Smith. So yes, I gave that one a little heart there from Wayne Crypto. Now, one thing from Chini Lee, I noticed it says A, so I guess that would be for like Australia, 280. Now, if that's a millionaire tuition fee, what I was interested in, why doesn't it say millionaires on there? So I don't know what, if that's a millionaires one or you're, so help clarify that. I'll have to, after the show, go check my members list. But I think the other people that were joining, it should say millionaire on there, but this one doesn't. So I don't know what that is about. So but let me keep going because I can't take care of that right now. RedStone. Let's talk about who the team is. You got a guy named Jacob Wachikowski. He's the founder and CEO. Marcin Kazmierzak. He's a Google Cloud product manager background. So that is a big, big deal. You got a guy who's Google Cloud, a manager, and he's working on his project. He is also a co-founder of Ethereum Warsaw, ETH Warsaw. Forbes Poland recognition. He drives strategy and institutional BD. Let's look here at the other. There's 40 people on this team at RedStone. Boy, Jove, it's RedStone. And then they have something called IOSG Ventures working with them. Oh, they got team members from, where are their team from? Open Zeppelin, Meta, Google Cloud, TopTool, and IOSG Ventures. Now, on their board of advisors, somebody from Aave, Polygon, ZK Sync, Alex Glukovsky from ZK Sync Crypto is working with them, Avalanche, Quant Stamp, Lido. Somebody from Lido is there, the crypto Lido. His name is Jacob Blish. And that's the advisors they have. This is very interesting right here. Stellar. Live Oracle infrastructure is on Stellar. So it looks to me like Stellar is utilizing RedStone. Boy, Jove, that's a bloody good announcement. Live Oracle infrastructure on Stellar. It is boosting real-world asset DeFi on payments-focused chain. Van Eck V-Bill, it's hooked up with. Social media use case. Okay, what is the use case of this token? It's a governance, it's a utility governance token. Data providers and holders stake it for network security. It accrues value via Oracle usage fees. And Oracle relays information about the outside world to the smart contract. So That's kind of what it does, what it do. The use case, RedStone delivers fast, customizable cross-chain data feeds for 1,250 plus assets across 110 chains. RedStone keeps track. I'm saying this for the brand new people. And I'm not tech smart at all. RedStone keeps track of 1,250 different cryptos on 110 different chains and relays information about each of those to each other. It's for DeFi lending, restaking, and especially real-world asset tokenization. Everybody listen up. Speculators, listen up. RedStone gets more and more and more valuable the more DeFi occurs. Are you hearing this? It's built especially for DeFi. How much DeFi do we got going on now? Zero. Pretty much. Some people are doing the DeFi thing. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody out there is. What does that mean? This coin doesn't have a lot of value right now. So what does that mean? Probably a good time to fucking buy it. Just saying. Don't wait for it to go up to $5 before you say, well, I think it'll hit $5 and I'll go buy some. I know people that think like that, for real. I'm not lying or making fun of them. There are some people that are very close to me. And this one dude told me, yeah, when XRP hits $5, that'll mean it's a good coin and I'll start buying it. I'm like, what? I was telling him this like, I don't know, 6 years ago. But the more we have DeFi, the more RedStone starts to go up. See, Chainlink's not set up like that, but RedStone is. So that's one of the bennies. The benefits. Let's take a look right here, especially real-world asset tokenization. RedStone specializes in what? Yield-bearing collateral and institutional grade feeds for tokenized funds, proof of reserves, liquidations. It was conceptualized in 2020. That's the same year I got into crypto, and launched. RedStone was launched as a next generation Oracle solving push model inefficiencies with modular pull hybrid architecture. I don't know what the fuck all that shit is, but it sure sounded pretty good. Rapid growth into real world assets leader. Oh, listen to this. This RedStone has rapid growth into real world asset leader by 2025. It's going to be a leader, everybody. I'm just letting you know. Right now, it's at like 11 cents. It's not going to be 11 cents. This is going to be a leader. Greg's telling you. I'm not reading off their website. This is just strictly AI telling you this crypto for real world asset and DeFi and shit will be a leader. Just saying. Let's see here. Gas optimized connectors for Ethereum virtual machine and non-Ethereum virtual machine. Solana, Stellar, Ton, Mega ETH, etc. Products include RedStone Live, are Bolt, B-O-L-T, something called Settle, S-E-T-T-L-E, Atom, O-E-V, Egen Layer, A-V-S. Now, RedStone has 170 clients in DeFi. Some of them are Spark, Morpho. Now, Morpho is going to be hooked up with Zebek, Tempo, Zero Hash. Morpho's work with Zero Hash, which is a Zebek partner. You got Stripe mixed up in that. Compound, Pedal, Venus, Lido DAO, one of my favorite cryptos. One of them. Now, real world asset tokenization. They're working with Securitize. And Securitize is working with BlackRock, Biddle, and that is Ondo with Axelar and Ripple. Oh, man, this is going to be big. RedStone is going to be Más Grande de Todos. Que Todos. I don't even know if that's the right word. I haven't taken a Spanish class in like, shit, I don't know, 25 years or something. I'm starting to forget a whole lot of shit. What ecosystem is RedStone in? Solana, Stellar, Ton, Megadeth, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimum, Base. This one's looking really good for 11 cents. It's a little pricey. I usually am a cheap bastard. I usually don't like buying shit over a penny. I mean, that's how we are in this channel, right? We get in early. That's what we do. So when you and me see a crypto, it's 11 cents. We're like, 11 cents? Holy shit, Crypto Hawk. That's above my pay grade. You guys are getting spoiled into finding all these super cheap, welfare cheap cryptos on my channel that now when you see an 11 cents, you're like, fuck it, man. I'm not going to waste my time with that shit. It's 11 cents. Come on, Crypto Hawk. Find us something with 2 or 3 zeros in front of it. Well, then, those of you that are on the cheaper end, Pyth might be more up your alley. Lending protocols, focus on institutional needs. Summary. Okay, here's the summary on RedStone. RedStone stands out as a mature, just like me. Yeah, you're playing with toys on the show, Crypto Hawk. I don't think that's too mature. RedStone stands out as a mature, security-first Oracle leader. Oh, I kind of like this one, Crypto Hawk. Do you have any oracles? Have you bought oracles, everybody? No. Well, this one you might want to consider. It's a security-first Oracle leader. This is from Grok. It's not from the RedStone website where you assuredly they'd say they're a leader. This is Grok saying that this one's a leader with exceptional TradeFi real-world asset traction and a strong European tech team. Excellent institutional positioning, clean track record, and ongoing product expansion. We like cryptos that keep expanding, just like Zebek. Crypto Hulk, I thought you're not going to talk about any other cryptos besides these 3. Oops, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Now, let's compare RedStone and Chainlink. Both are leading decentralized Oracle networks, powering on-chain finance, on DeFi, and especially real-world asset. Chainlink is the established market leader. They got right now 70% of the market share. That's very good. But RedStone is the agile, modular challenger. RedStone often highlights efficiency, low latency, and real-world asset native features versus Chainlink's broader legacy push model coverage. Okay, RedStone is more for DeFi lending, again, and real-world asset tokenization. Chainlink is more of a broad Oracle, okay? RedStone is that it has that focus area. And as we see DeFi and Web3 and all that shit, that's going to make RedStone more and more. If we don't have crypto laws and all that shit, RedStone's going to stay a dud, right? A dud. You know who I'm talking about. So as DeFi and real-world asset tokenization accelerate, so is your RedStone, all right? Chainlink's big, and it's going to keep getting bigger and all that. But RedStone is going to take off when we get these crypto laws and DeFi and all that shit kicks in. Bam, that's when RedStone takes off, okay? So it's cheap right now, 11 cents. You'll see what the price will be later. Nothing cray-cray, but it's going to be considerably. Then just imagine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road. RedStone, let's see. Chainlink is United States based. SmartContract.com 2014, CFTC advisory. Crypto Mail. Steve Ellis, former chief technology officer, Pivotal Labs, Cornell professor, has a large team. RedStone Connections, Van Eck. Let's look at Chainlink. It adopts the OTC, over-the-counter foreign exchange data, Chainlink data standard live on Amazon Web Service. Arizona Copper Mine on chain is linked up with Chainlink. The SIX, I believe that's the SIX digital exchange in Switzerland, the world's very first stock exchange that went crypto is the SIX digital exchange. And I believe R3 Corda is mixed up with that stock exchange as well, at least used to be. Ethereum, Stellar, Nav/Cross, DTCC app chain. Oh my God. Chainlink's hooked up with the DTCC. That's why they're so massive. You got Ondo mixed up with Chainlink. Social media use case. The use case of RedStone and Chainlink. RedStone has Wormhole again. It's a utility governance staking for network security, EGN layer, for real world asset and DeFi. Now, Chainlink is an established utility for Oracle services like node staking, data requests, fees, it powers CCIP, proof of reserves. Chainlink has a broader ecosystem security and governance role for the on-chain commodity. So again, RedStone is more geared toward, it's an Oracle, but it's really specifically made for DeFi and real-world asset tokenization. Those haven't even taken off yet. Oh my God. So this RedStone is like all the way at the bottom of its value. Like you haven't even seen it, nothing even taken off yet, okay? So RedStone is a modular push-pull bolt low latency now Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network. It's got cross-chain standard data streams, proof reserve, push-based with deviation heartbeat updates. Okay. It lists who are the partners of RedStone, and it's pretty impressive. But then you look at Chainlink, and Chainlink has a lot of the TradeFi, traditional finance. Okay. Again, Chainlink is more of a broad Oracle. So you're going to have a lot of the old school TradeFi mixed up with that. RedStone is not trying to deal with the old school shit. It's dealing with, again, DeFi and real world asset tokenization. That's what it's geared for. So Chainlink's going to have a lot of customers. It's been around for like, 10 years or something? You know, think about 10 years into the future when RedStone is will be dominating DeFi and real world asset tokens. That's going to be massive. It might even be at the point where RedStone takes over Chainlink in value. I mean, maybe not purpose, because see, RedStone's designed for the future. Chainlink is really designed for the past and present. Okay. Somebody still has to do all those oracles for all the traditional finance and all the general shit. But when this new DeFi and Web3 and tokenization shit take off, you might see the same price. RedStone might be like the same price of Chainlink, like $8. They might be the same price one day. Okay. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I don't like to speculate. What's the summary? Chainlink remains the undisputed industry standard oracle with unmatched scale, traditional finance depth. It's got Swift, JP Morgan, DTCC. It's got cross-chain interoperability, compliance tools. Ideal for institutions seeking battle-tested, it's a broad market infrastructure and regulatory-grade tokenization. RedStone differentiates as the modern, so it's going to be more modern, like I said, okay? RedStone is more for like the future, like right now and for the future. Chainlink is to bring everything from the past up until right now. So RedStone is the modern, efficient, real-world asset specialist. It's faster innovation, lower gas and latency, incident-free history. Native support for yield assets, liquidations, and agile mobile. It's tailor-made for DeFi and tokenized funds. Chainlink is not made for that. And what is all this? It's the future. The DeFi, real-world asset tokenization, yield, all that is the future. Chainlink's not designed for that. It's the leader right now. And we're using that word right now, okay? The future hasn't even started. Everything is going to be DeFi, real-world asset tokenization. RedStone, I think, is going to leave Chainlink in the dust along with Pyth. We're going to get into Pyth here in just a second when I'm done with this paragraph. Now, some people might want to run out and get Chainlink. I wouldn't personally. I have RedStone. I'd go with RedStone. It's the future. I'm not trying to look at the past, me personally. And Chainlink's very valuable crypto for what it does, okay? But not for what it do. RedStone, okay, let's check. RedStone is gaining rapid ground in specific high growth niche like real world asset collateral, Asia super apps, low latency layer 2s at a fraction of Chainlink's valuation to total value TVS ratio. While Chainlink dominates overall market share and institutional mind share. For pure traditional finance depth, that's old school, and ecosystem lock-in, that's Chainlink. For gas efficient, real world asset optimized, next generation modular oracle, it's RedStone. So the real world asset tokenization, it'll benefit Chainlink as well. Both are professional infrastructure plays with Chainlink as the rails and RedStone as a high performance specialized layer. There you go, those two. Now let's get into Pyth. Let's see what the hell's going on with Pyth. Pyth versus RedStone and Chainlink. All three of these cryptos lead the decentralized oracle sector. They power on-chain finance. Chainlink dominates by scale 70% of the market. It's a push model. Pyth, so here we go with Pyth now, the last one. Pyth excels as the first party, low latency, price layer for global finance. It's a pull model from 100 institutions, publishers. It's strong derivatives, high frequency edge. When you talk about derivatives, the derivatives market is like the biggest. Oh, Pyth is designed for the derivatives market. So even though these cryptos, they're oracles and they relay information, each one's kind of a little bit different, see? So I'm just trying to show you these three different ones. I'm not trying to have you buy any of them. I'm just letting you see if you're interested in buying any of them what are the strong points of each? That's what I'm showing you here. Pyth is a directly made for the derivatives market. It's strong derivatives, high frequency edge, okay? Rapid multi-chain expansion. Now, RedStone is the agile modular hybrid challenger. It's optimized for yield-bearing assets, real-world asset liquidations, and gas efficiency. Pyth and RedStone have gained share versus Chainlink. So they're taking business away from Chainlink. Look, Chainlink can't do everything. And Chainlink's been a leader, but guess what I told you? As technology picks up, cryptos are going to have a challenger. Chainlink at one point had no challenger. Guess what? It's got challengers now, and they're taking away about 40% of Chainlink. So that will happen over time, and that's just how it goes. That's why you stay close to Crypto Hulk channels. So you start learning new shit. You could have been a Chainlink maxi, okay? But now you're learning, well, maybe it's not so good to be a Chainlink maxi because you got RedStone moving in on the real-world asset and DeFi tokenization shit. Then you got Pyth moving in on the whole derivatives market now. Oh, my God. I'm telling you. You got to keep up. Pyth. Let's learn a little bit about Pyth. It originated 2021 as Jump Crypto Incubator Project. It's the crypto arm of high-frequency trading giant Jump Trading Group. It's overseen by Duro Labs and the Pyth Data Association. The core team of Pyth is rooted in quantitative finance, HFT, and software engineering. Their early collaborator is Alameda Research. And, well, Alameda Research was mixed in with that Sam Bankman-Fried and all that FTX crypto explosion that happened, and everybody lost their money and trying to get it back. So now, Pyth has they just recently had a massive 2.13 Pyth unlock. It occurred May 19 through 22. And listen what happened. 22% of the supply of tokens, I think, were dumped into the ecosystem. Now, a lot of people didn't like that one. But the developers had to make some money. Let me scroll through here. A large schedule. So what happened in May, like a couple weeks back, a large scheduled token unlock occurred, and the event caused community proposal for delay. Standard Oracle risks. So I guess that was like a bad thing. They dumped like 20% of the cryptos or something. I mean, it's great if you're buying it because the price dumped. But there's nothing wrong with this crypto so far. It looks pretty great. Let me continue reading about Pyth. Pyth has a 10 billion max supply. Right now in circulation, there's 5.7 billion. So about 50% of these cryptos are unlocked circulating. Pyth has utility for governance, oral integrity staking, which is called OIS. You can stake to secure publisher data integrity. Pyth accrues network. Pyth, it says, accrues via network usage. Pyth launched 2021 on Solana. Pyth solves latency and accuracy gaps with first-party pool architecture. It's rapidly expanded to 100 chains. drives real-time institutional data for tokenized assets. Let's see here. Pyth is the first. So this is a first in a Oracle crypto. Pyth is first party pull model. Users pull on-chain updates up to 1 millisecond latency, 2,500 feeds across 11 asset classes. You got crypto, equities, foreign exchange, and commodities. PythNet is a proprietary Solana-based wormhole cross-chain, and then Pyth Pro X is a premium institutional. Now, RedStone is a modular push-pull, and Chainlink is a push. All right? So whatever all that shit means. But this one is the first one to be a pull. Pyth has 600 integrations, 100 publishers. Then you have something called Pyth Pro X. Ondo's mixed up with Pyth. Within Pyth, here's deep traditional finance. So that kind of competes with Chainlink then, right? Chainlink is more of the traditional finance. It covers a lot of them. Well, guess what? Pyth's moving in on that. Oh, man. Looks like Chainlink might get slapped. Pyth has deep TradeFi from the New York Stock Exchange /CBOE. Pyth challenges legacy data vendors like Chainlink and Bloomberg. Pyth is backed by Jump Crypto, so it's very trading. It's a very aggressive Wall Street kind of. This one's aggressive. Pyth is going to be an aggressive little bastard. RedStone and Chainlink. Okay, summary. Here's the summary now with Pyth. Pyth directly competes as the low latency first-party Oracle specialist. It has superior freshness for derivatives, real-world asset, high-frequency use cases, while RedStone leads modular real-world yield innovation, and Chainlink retains the broadest scale TradeFi lock-in compliance. So they're all kind of different, but they're all kind of the same. They have their little niche areas. Yes, they do. Pyth shines. So here's what Pyth is really good at. Pyth shines in real-time global benchmarks like equities, foreign exchange, commodities pricing. Now, RedStone is good with liquidations and credit, and Chainlink is good at atomic settlement and interoperability. There's no clear winner, according to Grok. Okay? They kind of have a different use case. They're similar, and sometimes they kind of might overlap a little in their areas. So get all three. Let's see. Let's see here. RedStone. So yeah, Grok agrees. Pyth and RedStone are positioned to take targeted market share from Chainlink. Not the whole market, but for what it does, it's going to take that away from Chainlink. So if we're dealing with DeFi lending and we're dealing with real world asset tokenization, RedStone is going to take that right out of the hands of Chainlink. If we're dealing with derivatives, the trading aspect with oracles, Pyth is going to take its share, and then Chainlink has the rest, okay? All the traditional kind of stuff, and yeah. Now we're going to speculate and talk price. So we're almost done with this, and we are at the 45-minute mark. Okay, let's talk prices. And the prices are actually pretty low. But you know what? This is all speculation here. It doesn't mean a thing in a way. I don't know how accurate this will be. Okay, we're saving price right to the end because I don't like focusing on that dumb shit speculation. Chainlink, on the low end, in about 1 to 2 years, Grok is showing, 1 to 2 years, Chainlink should be around $20 to $30. On a medium price, $40 to $60. And on the high end, Chainlink should go from $8 up to 80 to 150. So it could actually 20 to 30x. Grok is saying that Chainlink could 20. So if it 30x's, that's $240 for Chainlink. So Chainlink on a low, it could 15x. On a medium, it could 30x. In those areas right there, it could, a 5x, 15x, or 30x plus. See, Grok just doesn't quite know. So it says 30x plus. I mean, it could be 40x, but we don't know. So it could be $320. But again, this is all just bullshit stuff here. Now, Pyth. If you're interested in Pyth, it could end up being 25 cents. So right now, Pyth is, I forgot how much was it, 4 cents. So it could 6x. It could go to $1, which would mean it would 25x. Or on the higher end, Pyth could 70x. All right. So 70 times 4 cents would be like $2.80. So that's what's it. Now, RedStone, boy, Jave. RedStone could do a 7x. So that would mean it would be like at 77 cents. On a medium level, Pyth could 25x. So 11 cents times 25. Now at the higher end, so Pyth, RedStone could hit about $10 plus, $10 to $15 maybe in the next 1 to 2 years. Now, RedStone could also hit an 80x. So these are just different numbers that Grok's throwing around. 80x. God. That could be a lot of money. All right. Let us click out of that. Let me get rid of the RedStone page. Let me get rid of that Pyth website page, the Chainlink. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, let me check some comments here real quick. We've got Ed105 boys says, hello, Mr. Hulk. Really need a quick chat after the show. Good news, money, thanks to you. Then we got, just shoot me a text. I was going to go work out after this, but if it's a super quick one, I can talk to you driving to the gym. Late fee says Robert Robbie Driscoll. Robbie, Bobby. Bobby. We got 10 minutes left. Okay. We got 10 minutes left. Let's learn a little bit about Russia and XRP, huh? And Crypto Hulk has a little surprise at the end. Something no other channel knows, just Crypto Hulk channel. Ripple News, Russia investors accumulate XRP after the Moscow exchange launched an official XRP index. Are you seeing all this? It's all kind of happening all at the same time, everybody. You notice this? Everybody's just kind of all getting kind of ready. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Russia? Russia's going to launch before the United States. Moscow Exchange, Russia's largest securities provider, launched its official XRP index on May 13, and the ruble settled XRP futures, giving over 62,000, listen to this, 62,000 qualified Russian investors. That means not people like you and me. It gave them access to regulated XRP for the first time. XRP wallets holding 10,000 or more hit an all-time high. You know what? This is sad. It's like they're trying to keep crypto from regular people. You see how fucked up that is? Like you and me are buying XRP, and some of y'all are bitching. Yeah, it's $1.30. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Your stupid ass is lucky to even get it. Wallets holding 10 million. Oh, that must be nice. Wallets holding 10 million or more. Unless one of these days, if you're a Zebek holder, guess who's got a lot of bank social? Holler. And what about Zebek? Oh, my Zebek's coming up, folks. I'm trying to be like a whale one of these days. The accumulation is happening with XRP, roughly 64% below its 2025 peak. And XRP linked funds are pulling in capital while Bitcoin and Ethereum are bleeding billions. Oh, man. It sounds nuts, but SoFi is giving, that's an ad. I'm not going to read that. Russia's biggest stock exchange opened the door for regulated XRP access in May. Moscow Exchange launched an official XRP index and a ruble-settled futures, giving its qualified investors a way to buy and trade XRP without leaving the Russian financial system. Oh, you mean the Z payment system? Crypto Hawk, how do you know about that? In the 2 weeks since XRP accumulation has picked up, whale wallets have hit a multi-year high. On-chain buying has accelerated and institutional money has continued flowing into XRP ETFs while the rest of crypto bleeds. Oh my God. What Russia's Moscow Exchange just did for XRP. Two things happened in May. The Moscow Exchange started publishing its MOE XXRP index, a real-time price benchmark that updates every 15 seconds during trading hours. The day after, it launched a ruble-settled XRP futures contracts with month. So look, you got a pair, a ruble XRP pair. Now I'm going to show you something. I should show you right about meow. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Let me show you this right now. Here's what Crypto Hulk discovered 3 years ago, everybody. No other channel has a clue, all right? just the Crypto Hawk channel because I've got those ninja type investigative skills. Here's a video that we got. Go to the 44-second mark. 44-second mark. Everybody, I want to show you Ripple Russia. Oh my God, Crypto Hawk, you're killing the game. What we have here is a Ripple logo. And you have what's called Ripple Russia. In lowercase, written in black, it says Ripple. And right next to it, in capital letters, it has a blue RU. That's country code for Russia. Ripple Russia. Let me hit the play button here at the 44-second mark. And it was called ripplerussia.com. Okay. In the old days, they had all this. I've already been telling you all this for 3 years. Now all of a sudden, look at this right here. Now, if you go up to the 56-second mark, I'm going to say, let's go a little bit earlier than that. Let's go, if you click on it quick, the 55-second mark. 55-second mark. Let me show you something here. Russia had crypto in 2007. That was before Bitcoin, everybody. Let's read. I've got evidence, not my opinion, just fact-based. That's how Crypto Hawk Show rolls. It's called the Z payment. The Z payment acceptance and processing system has been operating since when? 2007. What? Yep. That's before Bitcoin, folks. And Z Payment provides a service for organizing payment acceptance in favor of stores, services, as well as a system of internal interest-free transfers. It says at the bottom of this, the 1 minute, 1 second mark says, this is a visual representation of our gateway in Ripple. There you go. That's how you know. And what date is this one now? 2014. It actually made a Ripple partnership. Oh, dang. Oh, it shows the Ruble Gateway. Remember about the Ruble XRP talking about that? This shit was all, let's take it back. Take it back 12 years, everybody. This shit was already done. Crypto Hawk Channel is the only one that knows. These other channels, it's amateur night at the comedy club, all right? You got a Ruble Gateway here. Here's the Ruble address. The RUSRG. You could copy, you could type that in. You could type in that Ruble Gateway, and it'll take you all the way back when Ripple and Russia first started their partnership. Now, I have a question. How does a company like, see, here's why I can't go to a Ripple conference, because this whole thing is so fake. Let me show you right here. While you're at a Ripple conference, getting pictures and saying hi and all that shit, which is ridiculous, the powers that be are laughing their asses off at you because you have no idea what you're doing. This shit is all planned out to control the whole entire world and to enslave you. And you're like, yeah, I want to be a slave. I want to be a slave. What we got here is I want you to stop and think with this information I just showed you. How does a startup company, allegedly a startup company in San Francisco, hook up with the country of Russia, hook up their ruble in a crypto form with an XRP that could be used to bypass the dollar? How do you get authorization for that? That's like against national, and I can't say security. Like, people, you need to start thinking, okay? You need to start thinking, how does a small little startup company create digital money for the Russians? Think about this. That's a national security risk. Who's allowing all this? They got a Ruble Gateway. This is cryptocurrency, everybody. The Russians have a crypto called a ruble in a crypto form, and it's linked up with XRP and the company called Ripple. What department gave Ripple the permission to help the Russians create an alternative to the dollar? The United States government gave them that permission. You've all been fooled, okay? If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, I'm the equalizer. Okay, now let's go to the 1 minute and 18-second mark. 1 minute, 18-second mark of the video. What do we see? It's the Z Payment website. It shows you a little logo and shit like that. Okay, why do you need Z Payment? And it shows different things. Okay. Now let's look at the 1 minute, 24-second mark. We have January 9th, 2014. It's called what? The Ripple Gateway. We are pleased to announce that the first ruble gateway to the Ripple system, are you hearing me, has been launched, with which you can enter and withdraw XRP. Oh, Crypto Hulk, how did you find this out? As well as you can start using this this isn't something that's hypothetical. This went live January 2014. XRP went live in Russia on the Z Payment system with the help of Ripple San Francisco. Not a big deal, huh? Makes you kind of wonder what Jed McCaleb was really into, right? It says you can start using this new decentralized technology. Oh my God. It says, dear store owners, we are pleased to inform you that a new payment method from abroad has been activated. Now, this one's dated 12/15/2013. Everybody, the Russians were already using XRP in 2013. Do you get this? That's 13 years ago. Dang, Crypto Hulk. Have you heard this on any other channel? No, because these people are the brokey channels. All right, that'll do it for me today. I think I've stepped in deep enough today with evidence. And let's see. Let me read a comment here. Ed Smith, thanks for the call last night. I feel like I am going in the right direction with your tutoring. Subscription is well worth it. Ed, congrats. Everybody who becomes a Crypto Hulk millionaire member, you all will be winners, and I'll see you in the winner's circle.